If you're on a budget for Apple products, here are the best options coming in 2025, starting with the M4 MacBook Air. So according to Mark Gurman, Apple is going to release the M4 MacBook Air very soon, Q1 of 2025 to be exact. The star upgrade of the M4 MacBook Air is the M4 chip. And of course, with the improved M4 chip, we are going to see an improved battery life. Sizes should remain the same, 13.6 and 15.3 display options. Of course, nothing has officially been released, so all we talk is expectations. So the base 13-inch model should start at $1,100 and the 15-inch should start at $1,300, as usual of course. So moving on to the next device. So second one on the list is the iPhone SE. And yes, finally. So the headline of the phone is no home button, Face ID, and potentially Apple Intelligence. So the device should adopt a similar design to the iPhone 14, featuring a 6.1-inch OLED display with a notch, no dynamic island for USE. So according to Mac Rumors, the iPhone SE is expected to have the A18 Bionic chip inside, just like the iPhone 16, which allows it to have Apple Intelligence features. I see Apple is very into adding Apple Intelligence to all their devices, even the budget ones. This is what the iPhone SE 4 should look like according to 91 Mobile and should start at $500, which is pretty good. So are we finally getting a new iPad base model? I think the answer is yes. I am surprised with this one. Gurman said that the iPad 11 will have two main things that will enable it to have Apple Intelligence features. These two things are the A17 Pro Bionic chip as well as 8 gigs of RAM. Like I said, Apple is doing their best to add Apple Intelligence to all their devices, and that came with a great upgrade for the iPad 11. I think the iPad 11 now is looking very spicy. The iPad 11 is expected to be launched April or May of this year. So we don't know if the price is going to start at $349 just like the iPad 10 right now, or going to start at $449, which I think is going to be the price, as the iPad 11 is now very good. Now moving on to AirTags second generation. So the AirTags 2 are expected to be launched mid-2025. That's according to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman. He said that in May I reported that Apple is working on new AirTag, codenaming B5A9 for release around the middle of the next year. The accessory has now progressed into manufacturing tests and Apple is getting ready to bring it to market. The question is it gonna be rechargeable? The answer is no. Mark Gurman has said that the AirTags will still have the coin cell battery. But we are of course going to see a huge improvement in location tracking. So price is really unknown yet, but I think it's gonna follow the same pricing as the AirTags first generation, which is $29 for one piece and $100 for 4-piece pack. Well, let's move to the next and final one on the list, the Apple Watch SE 3rd generation. So the Apple Watch SE 3rd generation is gonna be released alongside the iPhone SE, and that's expected. Let's talk about it quickly. First, they are going to use a new chip which will make it faster than the current models, and that's expected. Second, they are going to use a plastic design to make it cheaper and appeal to more people. Third, the design is gonna follow the same design as the current Apple Watches. And well, that was it. A good update for the Apple Watch SE overall. So I think this year is gonna be a great year for Apple, especially for the iPad. But please update the OS. That was it. See you in the next one.